Here's a story about Shawn Lane and Yngwie. Sid mentioned in his first master class where they were driving around Atlanta looking for something to do, and Sid was telling Shawn about the Masquerade, and that was a really cool nightclub in Atlanta, and I think they reopened, but they had 3 levels. They had heaven, hell, and purgatory, and heaven was where the bands played, and that night Yngwie was playing. So Sid was like, hey, Yngwie's playing over here. And Shawn was like, no, he hates me. We can't go there. And he was with Jonas Hellborg, actually. Now, here's the funny thing. So Shawn was at, and David Flexer told me there was a Strings and Things in East Memphis at one point in time, and it was next to a laundromat. And Jens and Anders Johansson had stopped by to do their laundry because they were touring with Yngwie, and they were playing that night, I believe in the Mid-South Coliseum, if I'm not mistaken. And anyway, they went to Strings and Things next door, and Shawn was in there playing guitar, and they were blown away. They couldn't believe what they were hearing, you know. And this happened to a lot of people that were touring in Memphis, that they would somehow stumble into Shawn, or somebody would take them to see Shawn. And, you know, it was unreal. It was just unreal to see him live. And anyway, they were blown away. So it was funny because they actually started jamming on old UK tunes, you know, like Alan Holdsworth, UK, and a bunch of other obscure fusion stuff. And they actually, it's my understanding, they brought Shawn back to the hotel, and they're trying to convince Yngwie he needs to sit in with Yngwie, and Yngwie's like, no, you know, Yngwie did not want to be upstaged by Shawn Lane. And because somebody asked me, Chris Smart 9761 on YouTube, he asked me, did Shawn and Yngwie ever meet, and was Yngwie jealous? Yes, they did, and yes, he was. However, that chance meeting where he got to meet the Johansson brothers, of course they were from Sweden, they gave Shawn, I believe, Jonas Hellborg's contact information, and they told Jonas Hellborg about Shawn Lane. And at one point in time, Jonas called Shawn, or maybe that's what it was. They took Shawn's number to Jonas and said, you got to check this guy out. You got to get a hold of him. So Jonas had gotten a hold of Shawn, or had left a message, and Shawn was really excited. And then, you know, some things happened, and he lost Jonas's number and could not find it, and he was just really depressed. And then something happened, you know, the stars aligned again, and either Jonas contacted him again, or I believe it was the Michael Shreve project. However that happened, that's what brought them together again, and that's how they started working together. But that's how they met.